7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of the year 2024. We are into the first day of February. This is the month of love and romance and all things Valentine. But at Laja, besides the love, there are more things that we talk about. So, welcome to the second episode of 2024. I'm your host, Vandana Joshil, and it gives me great joy and pride to be conducting this segment because this Laja TV segment is one special place where we introduce you to remarkable women from across the country, women who've been doing some remarkable work in their space and are truly making a difference. They are not just talking about their work. Actually, these are women who don't talk about their work. They do it all very silently and make a big difference. So through Lajja, we try to let them make a noise. So before I get our guest on board, let me quickly tell you about Lajja. Lajja is India's first forum. We've been officially recognized as one. We are India's first forum that works for the development, learning, growth, and self empowerment of women. And the focus here is on self empowerment because unless you want to do something for yourself, there is nothing anybody else can do for you. We've got chapters in Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, Ahmedabad, actually most of Gujarat. We've got Surat, Navsari, Baroda, Rajkot, and Ahmedabad. Then we have Sangli, we have Nashik, Nagpur, Kolhapur, and we have Hyderabad, like I told you, and we are soon launching in other cities as well. Besides our learning meets and learning sessions and vocational skills trainings that we do with our women, we also work on their personalities, we work on their images, we help them own their own selves, become confident in their own skin, and present to the world who they really are. We also have Laja TV, as you are already watching, you know about this. We have Laja Talks, where we invite women to share their stories based on the theme of the month, based on the theme of that Laja Talk. So we've had Laja Talks in Mumbai, we've had one in Ahmedabad, we've had one in Delhi, and soon we'll be coming to three tier cities. So stay tuned for more information on that. Now, let me bring our guest on screen. Our guest today is very special. She's done some remarkable work. So, quickly, let me introduce her. Our guest today is Anushree Das. She is a change maker and a social reformer. She's also known as the Pad Woman of Odisha. We know of the Pad Man. We have seen the movie. We've loved Akshay Kumar in the movie. We have loved the actual Pad Man too. But here today we'll be talking to the Pad Woman of Odisha. And she's known for this. We'll ask her why she's called the Pad Woman of Odisha. But besides that, let me also tell you, she's a founder and chairperson of the NGO Adibashi Vision. Adibashi Vision, which is a motto, She for She. Adiba is a She Vision. It's a grassroots level non-profit organization known for implementing impactful and innovative social initiatives to uplift vulnerable people in urban and rural slums as well as tribal areas. We will know more about it as we talk to her. She has been promoting Sambalpuri handloom and through her Adiba She for She. And she's also worked extensively with tribal people in Orissa. She's been a TEDx speaker. She's a Karamveer Chakra awardee. She is a gender equality advocate, a G100 India country chair equity and equality, human rights activist, G20 speaker, and on and on and on. I can go on. And Anushri has been sitting there with her head bowed, wondering, "Ye kya ho raha hai?" But Anushri, it's a pleasure and an honor to have you on screen with me. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation.
Namaskar, Johar to all of you. I believe we are going to have a very interactive, very candid conversation, and when it's women on both the side, I can vouch for it.
Yes, we're talking of woman power here. We are talking about the grace, the beauty, and the strength of women. I think we need to focus on the strength. So, Anushri, quickly tell me, why are you known as the pad woman of Odisha? Because that is one thing which kept intriguing me. ये क्या हो रहा है?
So I think we are in a time and era. I'll talk about post pre-Pad Man movie and post Pad Man movie. To be very honest, Pad Man movie, we say that movies are not creating impact. Art is losing its effect and all. But I honestly believe Pad Man is one such movie which made our society talk about a taboo topic, menstruation or pad. So that movie has given a platform to talk about that in open environment, in family scenario, in our society. Then another vulture I'll call COVID came to our life. And it took the happiness from all of us, like our income. When I talk about income of the lower strata, that has drastically gone down. Many of the people who were walking outside of their hometown or maybe their villages or smaller cities, which we call, जिनको हम दादन बोलते हैं, जो उड़ीसा, बिहार, छत्तीसगढ़, ये सब एरिया से बहुत सारे दादन जाते हैं बाहर जा काम करने के लिए. They lost their job in the bigger cities like Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Delhi, Chennai. So they had to come back. So during that time, actually, when I was working with the slums and the rural people, when I got to know, when I was interacting, because that time we were distributing a lot of relief, we were taking care of the many issues, whether it's supplying oxygen, whether providing food, a lot of issues were happening. So we, as an organization, my organization was doing a lot of work. So while interacting with one lady who was working as a house help in Delhi, I got to know her pain point. She worked in Delhi as a house help for sure. Then she had to come back because she lost her job. And in a house of 10 by 10, around 12 people were staying. And she said, Didi, because she was talking local language में बात कर रही थी कि दीदी मैंने अपने लाइफ में इतना ह्यूमिलिएशन, इतना मेरे को लज्जा, जो आपका नाम भी है लज्जा भी, मुझे इतना लज्जा या अपने आप पे इतना घृणा कभी नहीं आया, बिकॉज आई यूज्ड टू हैव पैड. जैसे भी हो, वी वर मैनेजिंग. बट व्हेन आई केम बैक हियर, हम 10 बाय 10 के घर में 12 से 13 लोग अभी रहते हैं, एंड आई डोंट हैव पेनी टू स्पेंड. वी कांट गो आउट, नोबडी इज सप्लाइंग पैड टू अस. रिलीफ में दाल चावल तो मिल ही जाते हैं, पर नोबडी थिंक अबाउट द रेगुलर थिंग जो कि एक वुमेन के लाइफ में हर महीना आता है, और कोविड हो या कोई महामारी हो तो रुक तो नहीं जाती. And now, since we don't have anything, what we have, I had to use my husband's old shirts and t-shirt. तो मुझे अभी अपने नारी होने पे, एक महिला होने पे मुझे शर्म आती है, मुझे अपने बॉडी पे घृणा आती है, बिकॉज मैं वो कपड़ों को सुखा भी नहीं पाती बाहर जाके, और मुझे अपने बेड के नीचे उसके रख के, दीदी कभी कभी तो गीला कपड़ा भी पहनना पड़ता है. So that actually, can you imagine the situation? जब आपके पास कोई कुछ है नहीं, then you don't know the luxury of that or the feel of that. But when you have done something, you have used something, you understand the pain. So that made me realize that instead of providing them with this normal grocery item or food item, how about making something which is very crucial for all the women and adolescent girls at that point of time? And we came up with a concept of treasure box, where we took care of their menstrual as well as hygiene need. सो हमने उसमें 2 months का सैनिटरी पैड का सप्लाई दिया. We provided them with the inner garments. We provide them with the sanitary, soap and hand wash and all those things. हमने एक kit बना के दिया, treasure box. So we started distributing this on month basis because there were 2 phases of COVID and it stayed for almost like 2 years. So in that during that period, we almost distributed. We had in mind that we'll be distributing 5,000 treasure boxes. But thankfully, लोगों का support मिला and we distributed almost like 25 to 30,000 हम लोगों ने distribute किया sanitary pad treasure boxes every month. So that actually has given me the name of Pad Women, because I took the initiative of distributing something, taking care of the wholesome thing. Because उसके बाद when we entered into more rural area, जहाँ पे even there is no commutation and all, we understood that providing them sanitary pad is not a solution because they don't have inner garments. So how they will use it? So that has actually given me the name and fame, and I think more responsibility on my tiny shoulder to do something for period poverty. And from that day, actually, my journey started to eradicate period poverty, to talk about these taboo topics of period, and to bring period equity. And other than just distributing, we are running campaign and a lot of other things which we are doing for menstruation.
Sorry, I was on mute. It's commendable what you do, what you did. And it's so true. I've read somewhere that, at these public washrooms and stuff, you can still get a condom for free. I've heard you can get it for free, whereas pads, you have to pay for that. And
Yeah.
periods is not something that we can choose to have or not.
True,
Whereas
absolutely.
the use of a condom, sex, you can decide whether you want to have it or not. And it is so sad that even now, despite all the awareness that people have about menstruation and about a woman's biological cycle, it's still sad that we still have to pay for things like this.
Yes, even in the in the transport system, in railways, in airports also, though there is a hoarding, there is a box which says that pads are available. Hardly there is any availability in
Exactly.
most of the airports. There is hardly availability of sanitary pads in railway station, and forget about our roadways and other areas. Even in school and colleges also, they don't provide, so you have to buy it. And imagine a situation when there is flood, there is any natural calamity, we always think about relief item of atta, dal, chawal, toothpaste,
Ah,
medicine and all those things, but we never think about period, because period not going to stop for those 5 days that there is a natural calamity outside. So the natural calamity of my body not going to stop. That's going to
true.
happen.
आई थिंक हम औरतों को इतनी आदत हो गई है कि जब हम इसके बारे में सोचते ही नहीं है, और शायद क्योंकि हम नहीं सोचते हैं, कोई और इसके बारे में नहीं सोचता है. आई थिंक दैट इज द probably that is the only explanation I can think of.
Absolutely. So, only thing is that women issues are never been considered as issues. The moment you think or consider something as an issue, try to find out solution. What are the best possible solution? Then only you'll choose. But women issues are never big. Whether it's our physical health, our mental health, our anything. We are not. We are visible, but still invisible. Our issues are still invisible.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this actually also stems from your work in the space of gender equality, what you've been striving for. How did you get into this fight, this struggle for gender equality, for for the women's identity? How did you get into this? Because it's a subject which is dear to most women's heart, I think. But हम में से बहुत
Absolutely.
लोग नहीं बोलते इसके बारे में. So how did
Mhm.
you get into it? And you're very vocal, which is an amazing thing. How did you get into it?
आई थिंक मैं इसका श्रेय दूंगी मेरे अपब्रिंगिंग को. because we always say that if we have seen your father doing household chores, if you have seen your father taking care of your mother or respecting her, you learn from them. You learn from those small things. So, visibly or invisibly, my father is one person who has always promoted equality, gender equality. And today also, when we in today's time and era also, when we talk about gender equality, we only think about binary gender, male and female, mard and aurat. We forget about the other community, which is definitely playing a significant role, LGBTQIA community. So I started, because I come from a very, I won't be saying village or something, but it's a tier two city. So though in my family I have seen equality, in my surrounding I have seen a lot of inequality. So hamare in India, a girl's birth is never welcome. Or even if you are a very progressive family, you try to show how we are welcoming girl child, then also have question आता है कि हम अपनी लड़की को ये करने देते हैं. So why there is a question हम करने देते हैं? Who are you to decide or allowing her to do something? और उसके बाद भी अगर आप आ जाते हैं, then also a girl is never an individual. हम we always have that responsibility of the family की इज्जत हुआ, family की responsibility आपको ले, मतलब respect आपके ऊपर है. So all these things burdens us actually, and we never come out of that mindset. We always try to prove, because this burden helps us, I mean, rather makes us prove ourselves that we need to be a good daughter, then a good wife, then a good mother, then a good daughter-in-law. So ये सारे good proof करने में we forget that हमारा भी दिल है, हमारी भी दिमाग है, हमारे भी कुछ desire है. We can also outdo certain things which our male counterpart can't do. So
Yes.
I always blame there is an issue with the upbringing of the families, and it is nothing to do with village or tier 1 or tier 2 city or metro city. It has to do with progressive mindset and education. So if these things are not there, then I think people like me have to come forward and fight for gender equality. I believe there are many people who are talking about gender equality, and I really hate those people who actually try to project women better than men. It's that's also another way of pressurizing us कि आप दुर्गा हो, आप सरस्वती हो, आप लक्ष्मी हो. That's a very ridiculous way of projecting women कि आप और pressure हो जाओ and you have to prove yourself.
You
So
want to do
it's
it all. You are the superwoman. घर भी
yeah,
संभाल रहे हो, बाहर का भी संभाल रहे हो, दिल भी रख रहे हो, सब कुछ कर रहे हो.
yeah. So it's just like we are normal human being. You don't have to project us like this. आपका नवरात्रि में 9 दिन आप हमको दुर्गा करते हो और उसके बाद आप हमारे आइडेंटिटी पे सीता की तरह क्वेश्चन डालते हो. We don't want that kind of society or that kind of world. We need a world which is more inclusive yet diverse, where there is equality. So with this thought process, I think this thought process was there in me from the very beginning, and slowly, steadily, when I have faced this world, which is otherwise a very cruel place to be, which looks very beautiful from outside, but it's a very cruel place. And every day you will come across many people who will pull you down. So वहाँ मुझे लगा कि yeah, I need to raise my voice, and rather I need to be voice for others who can't speak or who can't raise their voice. So that's how the journey started as a gender equality advocate.
Amazing. I was just thinking of what you said. And, at Laja also, we believe the same, that we are not, when you talk about we are a women's forum, the first thought that generally when we talk to men about the fact that we are a women's forum, the first thought that, we can see it on their faces. They have this smile and it's like, oh, you're from the bra burning brigade. And we have to tell them, ki, nahi, bhai, we are not like that. What we believe is that man and woman are both equal, because without a man we also cannot do a lot of things, and without a woman man obviously cannot do a lot of things. So this has to be a world where there is like an equilibrium, and there has to be an equality where we can both work together, progress together, and only then can the world be a better place. So it is so, I mean, I introduced you as a gender equality advocate, and I'm so happy that you are one of those who actually believes that man and women can coexist and can grow together. It is so important for this to be mentioned, क्योंकि ये नहीं बोलते हैं लोग. या तो
True.
एकदम क्रांतिकारी औरतें हैं जो बिल्कुल बोलते हैं कि मत की जरूरत नहीं है, और यू आर वन हु सेज दैट ओ या वी आर, you know, we still have to depend on them. No, we can coexist, we can grow together, we can help each other out. It's nice to hear that coming from you. So thank you for that. You're already doing so many amazing things in every other sphere. Let me also get you into your love for Sambalpuri handloom. Now, I have seen you, have been following you for a long time, and I have seen only pictures of you in Sambalpuri print or Sambalpuri handlooms. It's amazing. So, tell me about your hand in promoting Sambalpuri handloom and your entrepreneurial journey through Adiba. Tell us a little bit more about that.
I have been grown up seeing my mom, my grandmother wearing Sambalpuri, beautiful Sambalpuri 6 yards. And I honestly believe that this saris, which is somehow losing its essence, is not a ceremonial attire. कि आपके घर में functions हो, शादी हो, तो आप उसको पहन लो, and rest of the days you say that, oh, मुझसे तो साड़ी नहीं होगा, this is so tiring to wear a sari, or this is so old fashioned or outdated. So that thought मेरे दिमाग में कभी नहीं था from the very beginning. जब मुझे पता भी नहीं था how to बांधना, साड़ी कैसे बांधना है, I tried my level best उसको कैसे भी करके fixing a साड़ी and clicking few pictures. So in that process, actually, I've understood that there are many women and many men out there, due to their professional commitment, their busy work schedule, it's not feasible for them to wear a sari or a dhoti or a kurta. So how, to them, how Sambalpuri handloom can reach? That was the first thought process. Secondly, since I belong to western part of Orissa, where there are major handloom clusters are there, whether it's Bargarh district or Sonpur district, Barpali cluster, these clusters are there. I have seen them very closely, and I've understood that mostly, I mean, it's not that one man's affair nahi hai ye. So entire family comes together and they work. कोई उसमें धागा में डिजाइन करता है, कोई कलर करता है, कोई बांधो जो महंगा सालों में वो करता है, कोई बांधो ये करता है. So it's like entire family comes together and work. But end of the day, when it comes to the national awards and getting recognition, mostly men get that recognition. They get the icing on the cake. But in the women of the family, their daughter, their mother, their wife, they hardly get any recognition. So I thought, why these weaver women are left behind, whereas they are putting their heart and soul into it. So that was the second factor. Third thing, I've seen a lot of duplication and a lot of, I'll say duplication, which is happening in Sambalpuri
Yes.
handloom. Not only in Sambalpuri, mostly in other handloom as well. Whether you name Kotpad, you name Patola, you name Pachampalli, you name Banarasi, everywhere there is a duplication, there is a substandard product which is happening. So isn't it just like a weaver family ke पेट में लात मारने वाला काम? Because it's very easy.
Absolutely.
It's very easy. आप एक साड़ी, एक संबलपुरी साड़ी which is coming at a cost of 5,000, उसको आप just like copy paste करते हो और उसको 500 रुपया में आप बेच देते हो. It's okay. I mean, to some extent, it's okay जो afford नहीं कर पाता. But what about the weaver family? उसकी entire livelihood पे आप लात मार रहे हो. So these were the three factors which made me work with the weaver closely, intensively. What we do with Adiva, that's my social enterprise, we create livelihood for these weavers. We promote women entrepreneurship over there. We train them to be market savvy. We train them in a small aspect like Instagram में reel कैसे बनाओगे, how to click nice pictures, how to put your product in various platform like Amazon or Flipkart. And we have created marketplace for them as well, on a website for them where they can sell their product. So in that way, we are helping them Plus, when they need any financial requirement in terms of loans or any other financial thing, so we help them in that way. So this is my small social initiative to promote Sambalpuri handloom and to stop at least the duplication part. Baki to rest is definitely can be taken care of, but we need to be very vigilant in working for this Sambalpuri handloom, Sambalpuri handloom, नहीं कोई भी handloom. And moreover, I really want to thank our honorable Prime Minister, जिन्होंने handloom sector को promote करने के लिए he has taken a lot of initiatives, he has created a lot of space for this weavers. He has promoted a lot. So I think slowly and steadily the path is clear for these weavers and the artisans.
Absolutely, absolutely. The scheme that the Prime Minister launched this year, what was it called? Where he's promoting handloom. I have been following it, but I've forgotten the name right now. But it's really true that, whenever we pick up a cheap copy of the original, we are somewhere killing a family. I mean, जितना bluntly बोलना है हम बोल सकते हैं कि आपने बोला लात मार रहे पेट पे, it is almost like killing them क्योंकि रोजी रोटी नहीं है तो वो क्या खाएंगे. Now here I
True.
want to ask you, how now Sambalpuri weaving, you can identify the original from a copy, but what about others? Has the government ever taken an initiative to maybe, like you say, patenting or trademarking or something like that, where you can identify that this is an authentic and an original handloom piece, irrespective of where it comes from, whether it's from Kerala or Karnataka, or I mean, each state has its own unique, fabric and unique
Mm-hmm.
weaving styles and handloom that is from that state. So, is there
Right.
any initiative, or have you people ever tried to talk and maybe standardize it, or maybe enforce a law where original stuff is sold with a trademark or a hallmark kind of a thing?
So the first thing is there is a handloom trademark is there. So if you get any handloom, whether it's Banarasi or Paithani or Patola or any handloom, if you're buying from authentic source, whether it's a government organization or maybe a store which is recognized by government, you will get this handloom trademark sign is there. Plus, there are GI tags. So most of the handloom these days, if you see, they are GI tags. So when there is a GI tag, it's kind of patenting them,
Huh.
patenting them. But to be very honest, mostly people don't understand this GI tags or the GI tag or this handloom. So they generally fall trap of these cheap products and all. So I think though there is a handloom day celebration, though there are lots of videos, lots of things are being shared in many of the government sites, whether it's the handloom ministry or other ministries as well. But still, I believe we need to work a lot in terms of creating the awareness. Maybe there should be more fair, more programs should be run where people can come and rather, when I say people, experts can come, the weavers can come, showcase their product, showcase the making of it, and then only people will understand what goes into this 6 years.
Absolutely.
So there are a lot of things which needs to be done, but still, at least if you think about a couple of years back, there was hardly anything. But today,
Hardly
at
anything.
least hardly anything. But today, every year we are celebrating Handloom Day. Every year, something or other. I mean, there is a hashtag which is being run by the top leaders, and we are following them. So at least some kind of awareness is coming
Yes.
in people, in our society.
There is hope.
Yeah, absolutely. होप में ही मतलब जिंदगी तो उसी में ही चलती है.
Bilkul, bilkul. Wow, this has been an amazing conversation. There is so much more to ask you because you are doing so many things. But time is a, समय बीतता जा रहा है, they say. So before we end, Anushree, I want you to give our women a word of advice. Anything that you think that the woman of today should be aware of, should know, and should implement in her life?
That's a tough question. I have a lot, long list to share, but I would say that don't see. I would quote one thing: if your path is more difficult, your calling is higher. So that's applicable for each and every woman. Your path gonna be very difficult. It's never gonna be rosy. So if you expect you are born as a woman and your path will be rosy, I mean, come out of that mindset. But with you will face a lot of ups and downs. There will be roadblocks. There many things will come, and those things will come from your near and dear. But with each one of those down moments, whether you just go through it, बस चलता है, यही तो life है, हमारे साथ तो ऐसा होता है. You want to get away with this kind of mindset, or you want to grow. That's where the growth happens. That's where the difference happens. आप हर अपनी कमजोरी से, हर अपने नेगेटिव जो थिंग्स आती है उससे आप कुछ सीख रहे हैं, या बस चले जा रही है जिंदगी, आप चले जा रहे हो. सो वहां आई बिलीव यू हैव टू गो विद द सेकेंड थॉट. Everything is a learning for me, and it's always a fight between you versus you. It's fight is not between It's fight is not between you and your spouse, you and your colleague, you and your sister, brother, or anyone. It's a fight between you, your negative mindset, your ego, your arrogance, your frustration, and at the end you should win. How you're gonna win, that depends on you, because how I'm going to win, my path will be different from yours, your path will be different from XYZ. So you have to decide your path and enjoy that path. I think it's not the destination. For most of the women, it's not the destination. Shadi is not the destination. Having kids is not the destination. Having X amount of paycheck is not the destination. So enjoy the path. I mean, and make it worth count, so that your next generation at least should talk about you. I mean, if I'll say the nation will talk about you, or you will be getting something, awarded something, it will be too much to ask for. That's not feasible for every woman.
Everybody,
but
yes.
Yes, but we can be hero slash heroine in our own sphere, and that depends on us. So I think all of the women are born heroine.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, that was so amazing. And the fact, I think we need to ingrain this, that the fight is not against the world, the fight is within. So once you're able to overcome that, once you're able to win that challenge, the rest is an easy cakewalk, right?
Certainly.
Thank you so much, Anushri. It's been wonderful having you as a guest here. And I can't tell you how happy I am that you have come here. You have graced this screen with your beautiful personality and your beautiful dupatta. I love what you're wearing. And we look forward to many more conversations like this. I hope that we can have you in person someday in Mumbai talking to our women over here. It would be nice.
That would be a privilege.
Yes. So till then, you take care. And thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, people, we will now we will move on to our next segment, where we have two amazing Laja women who are the Laja Growth Platform members, who are doing some remarkable work. And as the new segment that we added in this year, I will take a back seat and have my two amazing women come forward. We have Betty Almeida, who is a transformational coach, and she will be interviewing Surekha. So over to both of them. Betty, you can start your video. Surekha, you can start yours too. Yes. So Betty, over to you, and let me go in the background.
Okay. Hi, welcome to Laja TV, and we have an amazing, accomplished, and an awesome Laja Growth platform member out here with us. That's Surekha Ritesh. Hi, Surekha. Welcome to Laja TV.
Beautiful introduction. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, Surekha, tell us something about yourself and your work.
Great. Sure, Betty. So, I do three things, right? I am a qualified HR professional. So, I do consultancy for startups to set up their HR teams.
Okay.
I am also a certified POSH consultant. For those who don't know POSH, it's prevention of sexual harassment. So I consult with companies to help them draft their POSH policy, set up their POSH committee in place, be part of the external member of their team, and also help them resolve cases and do training programs for the same. And I'm also the co-founder of a company called Leap on Board, which is a HR tech SaaS platform for candidate and employee engagement, which helps recruiters engage with candidates right from interview to offer, onboarding, and beyond. So that's just a gist about me.
Tell us something about yourself. You told us something about your work. How about something about yourself?
That's a nice one. So about myself, I started my career working at TCS. I worked in various roles at TCS, and I must say that I have learned a lot, and I'm deeply indebted to the learnings that I've had my TCS. I stayed there for a period of 6 years, and I did various roles, right from digitization to which meant making platforms for in-house users of TCS, to a generalist and an L&D profile as well. When I left TCS, I was working as a HR consultant for one of their projects, and liaising between the client team and the HR base at TCS to complete the project. So I've had a fantastic career at TCS. Post that, marriage and kid, and I moved base from Mumbai to Hyderabad. And at Hyderabad, I decided that I should start up something on my own and freelance so that I could be my own boss and decide when I want to work and spend time with family as well. And thus, I started taking consultancy assignments, both in the training domain of soft skill and leadership, as well as helping a lot of startups here in Hyderabad, because there was a big startup boom here. So to set up the HR base of, right from recruitment to policy making and everything beyond that. So I enjoyed doing that. And now then I realized that there was a need to also have a name to my startup. So I started a company called Right Align HR, under the umbrella of which I do my training and development and POSH consultancy. And just around 3 months back, I launched my second baby, which is Leap on Board, with my husband and the co-founder of Leap on Board, which I told you is a candidate experience platform.
Wow, that is such an amazing profile. And the experience that you shared, it's amazing. So how long have you been with Laja, and what have you learned?
So I joined Laja during the COVID phase. So I think I was being with Laja for a period of, 4 years from now.
Okay.
And it's been an amazing learning journey for me, right? Though we say that, you learn a lot through reading or through seeing, what is important is that you have people around you who promote you for the same cause, cheer you, as well as advise you, keeping in mind that it is going to be beneficial for you, right? So I think Laja provides that platform for me in terms of the mentorship that I get from Riddhi and everybody around, Riddhi, Vandana, and everyone else, in terms of camaraderie, right? And lifelong friendships that I built, starting with you, Samira, and quite a lot of other Laja women that I've interacted with. And also patience and advice in terms of, the new Laja growth platform initiative that Riddhi has started, in terms of, we being accountable for ourselves, learning to manage our time. So being patient, but setting your goals to achieve them. I think I can just go on and on to rag about Laja because I really love being here.
Absolutely. I mean, we are on the Laja growth platform. We have so many opportunities that are given to us. We just have to go ahead and grab it. So it's an amazing platform for all of us, I must say.
I truly agree to that, Betty.
Thank you to Sureka and Betty. I'm sitting here enjoying this. I'm actually gloating because this makes me really happy to know. Of course, we know that the work that we've been doing at Laja has been very focused and has been aimed at growth and development. But it's easier. I mean, it's easier to continue doing what you're doing. But and if you don't get the right kind of feedback, then it's kind of disappointing. But this is more than what we asked for. So thank you so much, Sureka. Felt really nice to hear this. And
Thank
thank
you
you,
so much,
Betty.
Vandana. You've been a patient listener to me. I know I have troubled you during turbulent times in my life. You, Riddhi, Supriya have been a sounding board, and I can just not say how much Laja means to me. So all of this is just from my heart.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Riddhi says, thank you, Dil say. So, yes, this is the end of the February episode of Laja TV. Every month, it gives me so much joy to find a new speaker, find women who are exemplary in their work, who are doing some remarkable, contributions to society in their areas, in their stream of expertise. And with them, to have our Lajja Growth Platform members also share the stage, so to say, and talk about their own journeys is so amazing. So thank you so much. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Sureka. And thank you to Anushri, who's now, of course, not in the room. But thank you, Anushri, for sharing valuable advice, winning the fight within, and for all the amazing work that she's been doing. And thank you to all the listeners, the viewers who have been watching us. Continue showering us with your love, and that gives us inspiration to do more, to do better, to reach higher and reach further. Thank you so much. Good night. Take care. And I shall be back on